It's time for some real education, and so I'm kind of excited today. So I'm going to take a little more time than we usually do on Instant Classics with all the stupid stories we're reading you about virtue signaling and cowardice and fear, the three best words that describe American public education right now. Let's just ease into something a little bit better. We now have a situation where there's a brand new movie out on Apple TV. It's called Macbeth. It is Shakespeare's Macbeth. And what really excited me when I saw this is who was playing the part of Macbeth. It is no less than Denzel Washington. So I was, as a Shakespeare professor, incredibly amped up for this. I haven't seen it yet, but I have seen the trailer. Looks very interesting to me. And I'd like to spend a little time this week on Instant Classics, talking to you about Macbeth, and maybe urging you and getting you to sit down with your kids sometime over the next month or so and watch this show. This is kind of neat, right? I mean, it is an updated version, a modern day in some ways version of Macbeth, but it's in the old costumes, which I really like. I really dislike it when they take Shakespeare's plays and they dress it up to be in 1980s New York City or something like that. This one seems to be faithful to the era in which the play takes place. And you just take a look at the trailer. I'll show you the trailer myself on Thursday, the last day we do Instant Classics this week. I'll show you the trailer, and you can go find it yourself. It really does look like a important new version of this. And again, Denzel is perfect, I think, for this. And so that movie, this is called The Tragedy of Macbeth, is a 2021 American historical thriller film written and directed by Joel Coen. Now, this is the first movie that Joel Coen has made not with his brother, Ethan Coen, right? So that's kind of interesting. This is Joel's first movie without his brother, and it's based, of course, on the play by Shakespeare. It is the first film directed by Coen, as we mentioned, and the film stars Denzel Washington, Frances McDormand, who also produced the film, and you've got a great British cast as well: Bertie Carvel, Alex Hassel, Corey Hawkins, Harry Melling, Catherine Hunter, and others. The Tragedy of Macbeth had its world premiere at the 2021 New York Film Festival on September 24th, 2021. It had a limited theatrical release on December 25th of last year by A24, and it is streaming right now on Apple TV as of January 14th, 2022. The film received critical acclaim for its direction, its cinematography, and the performances of Washington, McDormand, and Hunter in particularly. So you're dealing here with a really great cast. I'm looking forward to see how they choose to produce and direct certain aspects of this play. But you could guarantee you three things actually. You're going to get a world-class performance from Denzel. You're going to get to put in front of the kids a real, authentic version of what Shakespeare was trying to do. And number three, I like the moody black and white of this movie. I love the fact that the language and the costuming and the mise en scene are exactly the kind of thing that Shakespeare had in mind. And a little tip: the witches, the actress playing the witches. You've heard that right. The actress playing the three witches is really a delight and a fear if you get a chance to watch the play. So please consider doing this. I'm excited because this is wholesome TV. Usually when we do modern versions of Shakespeare, it's all politicized. It's all identity politics. It's completely swallowed up by the left, and it's social justice messaging. That's not going to happen here. So I really, really hope that you can sit down with the kids and watch this. You'll learn something yourself. I think the kids is a great way to introduce into the many joys of Shakespeare with a consummate leading male actor in this play. So let's take a quick look at one of the passages from the play. I'll give you one of these during Instant Classic as well. This is the great scene where Lady Macbeth finds out that her husband is now bringing the King Duncan under her battlements. Macbeth and his wife, they've been talking a long time about this. Do we remain what we are, or do we kill the king? Do we kill King Duncan and seize the throne from him? And so in the midst of this civil war, Macbeth has distinguished himself as an honor. The King of Scotland King Duncan promotes Macbeth and is going to stay this night in the house of Macbeth and his wife. And as the letter is being read by Lady Macbeth that is sent to her, she now knows they have a perfect excuse for using this as the time to take the life of the king and to become kings and queens. And she says a prayer. It's one of the most frightening prayers in all of literature because it is a prayer directed directly to the devil. It begins, she's praying to the devil to give her the masculine testosterone, to unmake her femality and to make her a killing machine like her male husband. She prays, "Come, you spirits that tend on mortal thoughts, unsex me here and fill me from the crown to the toe top full of direst cruelty. Come, you spirits, make thick my blood, stop up the access and passage of remorse, that no compunctious visitings of nature shake my fell purpose, nor keep peace between me and the effect and it. Come to my woman's breasts, and take my milk for gall, you murdering ministers. Wherever in your sightless substances you wait on nature's mischief, come, thick night, and pall thee in the dunnest smoke of hell, that my keen knife see not the wound it makes, nor heaven peep through the blanket of the dark to cry, hold, hold." And what a remarkable passage 400 years ago. She's actually praying to become transgendered. She's actually praying to transgender into a man so that she will have the cruelty and the anger and the viciousness to carry out this ruthless crime. Whenever I teach this class, I point this out to my Shakespeare kids. 400 years ago, Shakespeare took on the idea of women becoming men and recognized the evil that it was. If only we listened 400 years ago.